Here's Bethany Mandel, along with, I mean, this is awesome to see, okay? Here's Bethany Mandel failing to answer this basic ass fucking question, okay? This basic ass question, what it means to be woke? Like, what are you talking about when you say you want to end like woke culture? Now, after all this time has been spent on like advocating for something, you would think these fucking demons would know how to answer it. Turns out, nope. Like, she's writing a book about it, dude.
Of Americans consider themselves very liberal, and probably fewer of them consider themselves to be woke. And so, when we talk about traditional,
like one fucking question, and just like it falls apart.
Would you mind defining woke? Because it's come up a couple times, and I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
So, I mean, woke is sort of the idea that this is going to be one of those moments that goes viral. I mean, woke is...
Yeah, she was right. It got 7.7 million views so far on Twitter.
Something that's very hard to define, and we've spent an entire chapter.
Why? Why is it so hard to define? You wrote a fucking book on it. If you can't describe to me what this thing is that you wrote a goddamn book on, that's insane, okay?
After defining it, it is sort of the understanding that we need to totally reimagine and redo society in order to create hierarchies of oppression. Sorry, it's hard to explain in a 15-second soundbite.
Yeah. Oh, she had a reason. Let's see what it was. So everybody's seen my viral brain fart from Rising this morning. I can see why it went viral. For those who haven't, here it is. A bit of backstory. Just before we went on air, Brianna Joy Gray was on a hot mic. I heard her demeaning parenting in general in colorful and nasty terms, stating parents only have kids in order to perpetuate their own narcissism. Robbie responded, there are some good ones and some bad ones. Wait, what? Is she trying to fucking cast it? Wait, what? As a mom of 6, including a newborn, this threw me off just a bit. Not an excuse, just a reality. I'm human. As for wokeness, here's an actual definition. Wait, what? She literally just said, oh, yeah, like I was triggered by what Brianna was saying. You know this is awesome because a lot of people on the left are no longer fans of Brianna, but like everyone was celebrating this. Now, the main reason why Bethany has a hard time with this is because she's supposed to be more of like a liberal, centrist right-winger, right? But ultimately, no matter what, no matter who you ask, they can't really give you an honest-to-God definition of what wokeness is or what you're trying to combat, because if you fucking answer it, honestly, most people are going to be like, wait, that seems kind of racist. Okay? And yet, here she is. I watched my mom die. I took her off life support before we knew if she would survive because I had the choice to do it then. Wait, what the fuck? She said that? She did that? What the fuck? Sadly, her mother was woke and it had to be done. She was so woke. She was woke, so we put her to sleep. A definition of woke.
Being aware or being awake to the technology, to discrimination and prejudice and injustice. Now it's just another dog whistle for woke use.
I mean, it's true. It literally is true for the record. That is exactly what it is. No, that is what it is. That is what it is. It just means like you care about black people. Like if you're black, it just is a substitute for like the N-word. And if you're not black, then you are a lover of black people. And you see them as full human beings instead of what people who are using it as a pejorative see him as. So that is also basically what the broader public sees it as. Like you would expect the broader population to be fucking brain broken because we see it so much in social media, but it turns out it's like that's not the case. Yeah, I remember this from Bethany Mandel. How could I forget? Bethany Mandel not being able to define wokeness makes sense considering she has written op-eds like this. We need to start befriending neo-Nazis. She wrote that, by the way. Yeah, I mean, I knew that. Yeah, I mean, she's out of her fucking mind. So the Florida government has a statement for what woke is, and it's exactly what you would expect, which is the acknowledgement that systemic injustices happen. So when they went to court to basically, make it illegal to have wokeness in textbooks, they were going to court to say that in history and in contemporary society, any sort of systemic injustice has ever happened or has any contemporary implications. That's what it is. Now, of course, it's hard to just openly state that, especially if you're Bethany Mandel, because very easily you can get fucking owned, right? Here's Ben's definition of wokeness. Wokeness claims, by the way, Ben's fallen off dramatically lately. Have you guys noticed that? Anyway, wokeness claims, 1, Western civilization as institutions were and are discriminatory and serve the purpose of those in power, typically white straight men, that discrimination is both historic and ongoing, and all group disparities are explained by it. Discuss. What I don't understand is so what's up? Are you against it? What do you mean? Are you against that statement? And he is, by the way, he is against it. I don't really understand how you can openly say this and then I guess not feel embarrassed to act like that is untrue or act like that's a bad thing to say or think. So that's a very odd. He doesn't think systemic racism exists. I know, but it does. So what's the point? Because going against this and claiming that this is not the reality comes with an implication that I'm pretty sure Ben would even have a hard time explaining. It's the concept that genetic inferiority exists, right? Either we are all products of our environment and through learned behavior and through our material conditions are held back in society, or there is some other intrinsic factor at play. Now, of course, for Ben, he will never say that it's genetic inferiority because even he understands, regardless of what he believes, by the way, even he understands that, that's a bit of a faux pas. So what people like Ben will do, what right-wingers love stating is, it's not the genetics, it's the culture. But for some reason, they never have an answer for why more white people consume rap music than black people because, there are more white people out there, and yet I guess it doesn't impact white people in a different way. So if it's rap culture or rap music, the largest consumers of rap culture and rap music are white people. So why is it that the same, incarceration disparity, the same carceral rate does not exist within white people as it does in black people? But it blows my mind. Let's be real. They aren't saying it's rap culture, though. I know what they're saying. But sometimes you got to pin them to a corner to get them to actually say what they mean. Okay? Woke is anything that privileged people call to reduce it when they're asked to act morally or bring any change that undermines their position of power. So yeah, that's where this comes from. And it's an endless game of semantics that you need to play. But ultimately, we all understand what it is. It's just systemic discrimination exists. But these people don't want you to say that because, or these people can't openly say it doesn't exist. They used to be able to, but people are a little bit more aware of that now. So they have to say, no, it's just woke. You're just woke. Well, it turns out it's not even that successful because the majority of Americans still consider woke to be aware of social and systemic injustices and see it as a broadly positive thing. Only 35% of Americans, according to an Ipsos poll, consider woke to be smarmy and annoying. So, so it's not even a battle that they're winning on that front. Using CRT as a catch-all for everything you don't like didn't work, so they're rebranding to woke. Exactly. So that's cool. It's cool to think that these dumb motherfuckers haven't even been able to get this together.